When I first found out that Mag was sick, she actually, to give you a bit of an insight, she got mugged up the street. A guy came up from behind her and put a knife up against her throat and said, "Your money or your life." The next day I went to work, I came home, Mag was sitting in the lounge room on the chair. The kids were just playing around her. I walked up to her and I said, "Hey Mags," and I shook her, and then she just fell on the ground and she had a fit. She started shaking, and from that point, she forgot how to cook. She didn't know who she was. She forgot that she had a hairdressing business. It was just gone. The Mag that I married disappeared that day. The doctors were saying it was post-traumatic stress. It just never went away, and it became a mental illness. You got to understand that I went to work, I came home, Mags made me dinner. I didn't really look after the kids. I said hello, how you going? And went back to work. That was it. That's all I ever did. I just had to learn everything from the beginning. I think they lived on canned food and meat pies for probably about 3 months until my sister came around and said, "What are you doing? You know, they got to have some vegetables." I've been caring for Margaret since 1995, which is 17 years. I always thought that I was going to go back to work. And then it got easier and I thought, oh, I think everything's going to be all right. And then everything started going bad. Mag was really ill, and there were times when Mag couldn't leave the house. Weren't allowed to have any friends over. We pushed everyone away. Mag was terrified all the time. We used to go see a doctor, and she used to practice of going to the letterbox just to check the mail. And there'd be days where she couldn't even open the front door. She'd be shaking, and it took years for that to happen. After 5 years of that, I had a little mini breakdown where I couldn't cope anymore. When I first became a carer, I thought I was the only carer in Victoria. Most people don't really know what a carer is. Usually what I say is give everything up you've got now, give it all up, your career and everything, and then just let it all go and just care for your family and do nothing else. But my whole life is my kids and Mags, that's it. I don't have any friends. The biggest thing I fear most from day one of caring, the biggest fear is I can't die. Sorry about that. It sneaks up on me. Because I know there's no one out there to look after Mag. What are you on, Max? All right. So it's important for carers to look after themselves, because if they don't look after themselves, you know, you can't look after your loved one. And I know that there's no one out there that'll look after Mag. It's probably a selfish thing, but I hope that Mag dies before me, because I'll cope, but I know that she won't. What people don't understand, it's so hard to give everything up. In an instant, my life is, geez, I hope Mag's going to be all right today. You know, are we ever going to go on a holiday? What happens if the car breaks down? Are we ever going to get another car? How far are we away from walking everywhere, catching public transport? The most positive thing that's come out of all this is I'm very close to my children. A lot of the kids wouldn't have finished school if I hadn't have stayed. They had me 24 hours a day, so I got that bond with all the kids. Mags and I are lucky because we get to spend every day together and share our kids, and you know, and we live for each other. My name is Martin Forty. I have 6 children and 4 grandkids, and I care for my beautiful wife, Margaret, who has a mental illness for the past 17 years.